We're going to talk about Mai as a skillful artist. We are the artists that paint our own life and our own world. This is from chapter 20 of the Avatamsaka Sutra. Like a painter who spreads different colors, the presentation will vary in their forms, yet the elemental seeds remain the same. We are the artists that have different color to paint different kinds of picture, but the elemental seed, which is our true nature, that's our Buddha nature, that is exactly the same. The different color, it means karma. We have wholesome thoughts, then we create good karma, then we have positive results, and we have good fortunes and prosperity. When we have unwholesome thoughts, then we create negative karma, and we have calamities and disasters. It's all from our creation of our mind, so that means a different color. But our Buddha nature remains the same. There are no forms to be found in the seeds and no seeds to be found in the forms, but without the seeds, the form cannot be obtained. So there are no forms, which means no painting to be found in the mind. And there's no mind to be found in the painting. When you see a painting, you do not see the mind that created the painting. And when you look into my mind, you do not see what I'm creating. This means form is emptiness. That means all forms are illusory. Everything's illusion. So when conditions are favorable, do not give in to greed. When the conditions are unfavorable, do not give in to afflictions. Dale Carnegie tells about Aunt Edith and Uncle Frank. They live in a very poor farm, but Aunt Edith liked to buy curtains and goodies to decorate her home on credit from a store in the city. Uncle Frank is afraid of running up bills, so he went to the store owner and told him not to let his wife buy on credit. When Aunt Edith found out, she was furious, and for the next 50 years, she talked about it every day. That was what's on her mind. So she did not paint a very good life for herself because of her attachment and her delusion. The forms or the painting, that means the conventional truth, the phenomenon. The seeds or the mind, it means the ultimate truth, the noumenon. Both are empty in essence. Never abiding is the mind, immeasurable and inconceivable. It manifests all the forms, each unaware of each other's existence. Our mind is never abiding, which means it's constantly changing. Every thought actually creates the world. The vast emptiness Dharma realm is created by our mind, but we do not know that. And we do not know each other's alaya consciousness that is creating what we are experiencing in this world right now. All the phenomena is created by our alaya consciousness. The best analogy is cartoon animation. Each second is made out of 24 frames of picture put together in a contained sequence. Because it moves along extremely fast, it makes the cartoon come alive. Our alaya consciousness is the same. It constantly projects out fast-moving images. We perceive these fast-moving images as reality. So we do not know our own mind, and we do not know each other's mind. And we usually give the example of water. Heavenly beings, they see water as glass floor. Hungry ghosts, they see water as a pool of blood. Fish, they see water as their habitat. We humans see water as a liquid that we can use. So we do not know what each other perceive in their mind. It's like a painter who knows not his mind, yet all his creations are made out of it. This is the nature of all Dharma. So it's kind of what we explained already. The painter do not know his mind. We do not know that our mind, our thoughts, create everything we're experiencing. If you are experiencing a horrible life, you think the physical environment is really bad, that only means it's a projection of our mind is corrupted and defiled. It's from our thoughts from before. Do not blame the physical environment. It's all from our own mind. What we can do is just to change our mind to be wholesome and pure and good. Then we will create a world for our future that is good. So even the 5 aggregates are manifestations of our mind. The 5 aggregates are 1, the form, our body, 2, feelings, 3, perception, 4, mental formation, 5, consciousness. All these are just conditions arising, created by our mind. When we say created by our mind, that means it's emptiness. It's an illusion. When you know it's illusion, that's when we have no more selfishness. That's when we are enlightened. In the Perfect Enlightenment Sutra, it says, to know illusion is to depart from it. To depart from illusion is to be enlightened. All we have to do is to know, to awaken to the truth that everything is an illusion. When you know it's illusion, that's when you are enlightened. As is the mind, so is the Buddha. As the Buddha, so are all sentient beings. One should know that the Buddha and the mind in their essence are both boundless. So we say the mind, the Buddha, and sentient beings, these 3 has no differences. All Buddha are sentient beings, all sentient beings are Buddha. Apart from this, there is no Buddha or sentient beings. The only difference is one is awakened, one is confused. Just like one is sleeping all the time and one is awakened all the time. That is the only difference. But in our true nature, everything is equal and the same. If one knows that it is the volition of the mind that forms the wide worlds, he then is able to see the Buddha and understand the true nature of the Buddha. If we just know that everything is created by our mind, then we are able to see the Buddha because we know all forms are illusory. That's when we see emptiness in the conditional arising. That's when we see the true nature of our mind. Once we know the truth about the conventional truth and the ultimate truth, that's when we are enlightened. We are no longer confused. Our ignorance is gone and our Dharma body appears and we immediately arrive at the other shore. The mind does not abide in this body, nor the body abide in this mind. Yet it is able to perform deeds of Buddha freely and unprecedented. Our mind is not in this physical body as we perceive. Like in the Shagama Sutra, Buddha asked Ananda, where is your mind? Ananda had many answers, including it's inside, outside, in the middle. Buddha says, it's none of it. Why is that? Because our mind is nowhere, but it's everywhere. It's emptiness. If we really understand that, then we can really be like a true bodhisattva who sacrifice and help all sentient beings without leaving a trace behind. We call it the 3 spheres of emptiness. There's not a me who is giving, the giver, there's not the gift in between, and there's not the receiver. All 3 are empty in nature. That's when we're really free and have unconditional love and compassion for all. In conclusion, if one wants to understand all Buddhas from the past, present, and the future, he should contemplate on the nature of the Dharma realms. All is but the mind's creation. If you want to understand who is Buddha of the past, present, and future, you should understand the nature of the Dharma realm, which is that everything is created by our own mind. We are the artist that paints this world. If we want to change this world, we change our mind. We can really change our mind because it's originally pure and bright. It is the suchness. If we are angry, we create hell. If we are greedy, we create the hungry ghost realm. If we are ignorant, we create the animal realm. If in one moment we are awakened to our true nature, in that moment there's no more reincarnation to be painted. In that one moment we go back to the Buddha Dharma realm. We are really the Buddha. That's why it's best we chant Amitabha all the time, because in that single moment of chanting Amitabha, we are awakened to our true Buddha nature, and in that moment, we are Amitabha. One delusional, unwholesome thought, we are the demon. One wholesome, enlightened thought, we are the Buddha. It's all between one single thought in this present moment. The fate of our own lives, our family and our country, our world can all be changed by changing our mind. If people are kind, then disaster will dissipate. If people are unkind, then disaster will occur. So it's all up to us to change our mind to be wholesome and pure, because that is in alignment with our own pure, bright nature. That's the class for today. Thank you for listening. Amitabha.